Yo-Yo Ma isn't an accident. He's a gift from a faith.
Yeah.
Pick your faith.
Right.
But when you get to today, you want to be heard? Well, you got to be able to write. You got to be able to play. You got to be able to record. You got to be able to mix. Oh, wait, that's not the important part. The important part is you got to know how to use your social media. You need to get your likes. You need to get your fans. You need to get in front of people. You need to get discovered on YouTube or TikTok. By 7 seconds, we're going to demo this song. If it doesn't float, we're going to change it to another tune until we get something that floats. Then we're going to release a song based on the 7 seconds that floated. There's a complete culture that I, for one, as an individual, it isn't that I don't understand it. I do. I disagree with it wholeheartedly. Ladies and gentlemen, and you too, Jason Alberta.
All right, you ready to go?
No.
I'm not sure I am.
Okay,
but
let's try this.
We'll try it. Welcome to our new version of Artist in Residence, Living Creatively in the Middle. I am Jason Alberti, and as always, I am speaking with raconteur and, very excited to say this, and jambon iberico aficionado. Did I say that correctly?
Jamon.
Oh, very
Jamon iberico.
jamon
Iberico.
iberico.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I got the right one. Gerard Estella. We're doing a little bit of a new kind of view in case you didn't notice on your own. Today's question is brought on by some of the other videos that I watch.
Sure.
I'm a big fan of Rick Beato.
Great.
I
He has 2 great channels, by the way.
I
If you don't know him, you should know him.
Absolutely. I enjoy him very, very much.
Yeah.
He's had some engineers on.
Yep.
And other engineers have been speaking on their own shows and on other people's shows. And it's come down sort of to this. If you're in the industry, you know that the Grammys and the Oscars are essentially popularity contests. The songs for Best Grammy this year
Oh, Jesus.
were
2025 Best Grammy?
25.
Yeah.
Were horrible. Rick Beato and Tedder and Rubin and a whole bunch of other people have said so.
Yeah.
They've almost been on a circuit talking about the state of modern or contemporary music production.
Sure.
I want to know where you stand on it. What's going on?
Wow. Good question. And the reason why it's a good question is because, like the whole point of us doing this thing outside of having fun and talking about stuff that we like to talk about and kibitz about is because we literally are about the artist that's in the middle. In the middle means, to me, we're physically in the middle of the country. We're located in National Historic Trust Site. Thank you for having us. Bruce Moore, thank you very much. But we're in a National Historic Trust Site, the only one in the state of Iowa. And you can't get more in the middle than Iowa,
right.
In terms of like, hey, it's the Midwest, people.
Right.
So geographically, we're in the middle, but we're also in the middle. We're in the fact that from levels of success, right? So no, we're not people starting out trying to do something and get known. We've had the credits, we have the background, we've done the discs, we've done the training, we've done whatever it is that you do, otherwise called paying your dues. Sometimes it's called paying your dues, right? And we get the t-shirts from all of that and the tours that went with it. But we're also not in Hollywood. We're not in Atlanta. We're not making #1 records here. We are making a successful, I'm going to say successful living, both quality of life and quantity of experience, as well as the quality of the experience here in the middle. And the real problem is we deal with a lot of young people that your question is really who it's for.
Right.
So if you have the opportunity, I'm going to talk directly to you guys for that. If you have the opportunity, Rick Beato interviewed Ryan Tedder about the music industry. That's really what the interview's about. It's about Ryan, but he's a smart guy, a really smart guy. And by the way, side note, at some point, he was like, I might need to get out of the songwriting producing game because I make more money as a real estate guy, right?
Yeah.
So, and this is a dude who has top hits for decades. Max Miller, they're like names that will be dropped into going, that artist, yep, oh yeah, that was with Adele. Oh yeah, that was with her. That was with him. They're that, and by the way, he's also the lead singer of One Republican and the lead singer.
And that was a real moment for me.
Yeah.
I remember listening to that, the idea that his real gig
Yeah.
is in real estate.
Yeah.
And there was a time where that didn't need
Right.
to be the case.
Yeah. He's don't get me wrong, he's a musician first. He's a hell of a songwriter. He's a producer, all of that. But the hustle has gotten so hard that even somebody with his cred, these guys are at the pinnacle of what is the music industry these days. And they're all questioning, what the hell even is it? What they're really saying is, did the opportunities become so hard for somebody to break through? Because, and Rick Rubin said this, and if you don't know Rick Rubin, again, Google him, check him out. You can agree or disagree, but look at who he works with and has worked with, and look what they say. The guy's the first guy who'll tell you, I don't play an instrument.
Yeah.
I don't do that stuff. I sit in a room, I listen to what an artist is doing, and I work with them to make them better than they think they can be. He's a producer.
His list is incredible, and he has been around for a long
Right.
time, and he has worked with everyone.
And it's not because he was forced to them.
Right.
They said, Rick Rubin wants to work with me, sign me up. Ryan Tedder, do you think that he writes a song for Adele? Yeah. He also writes the songs for his own band that was a #1 tune, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So it's not like, it's a little rare that you have a hit songwriter for a band also write tunes for other artists and produce them and record them, and now has a team of people that you have, because that's what you need to work with people and all the rest of it. It's not unusual that somebody can be successful. It's unusual that somebody who's an artist also becomes a producer as well as the songwriter for others. What's really hit them, and like I said, Rick Rubin, he had the statement, which was to people starting out, trying to get in the business. Don't quit your day job.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Right?
Yeah.
And he's the guy who motivates people.
Right.
Right? Like Johnny Cash was literally on death's door. And Rick Rubin recorded what is obviously, to anybody who knows Johnny's material, probably the most personal, intimate record of that man's career ever.
Devastating.
And he completely re-envisioned songs that he never heard of in his life until Rick said, dude, you need to do this, Jim.
Yeah. Incredible.
And the guy trusted him, Johnny Cash, who does not need to trust anybody, right? What is Rick Rubin saying when he's saying, don't quit your day job? It's not because he's saying, I don't think you're worthy or I don't think you're capable. And he's certainly not telling you to not go for it.
Right.
He's just saying the reality on the wall is it's effing tough, right?
To make it a life from it.
You know what? This is ageist. I remember the good old days when you only had to be really, really, really good at one thing. Okay? You want to be a studio musician? You had to be really, really good at one thing. Timing and being able to make a part. They're both one thing, by the way. Timing by itself means nothing. It just means, okay, I can keep time.
Yeah.
Making a part, because somebody didn't write out a chart, didn't do what you need, blah, blah, blah. Ask Tim Pierce about that. Phenomenal session player. Leland Sklar on everything. Dude's still playing live 72, 73. He's an MF of a player. Great human being. Follow him, by the way, on YouTube. It's an amazing thing. He's just showing you his tour. I'm out with Lyle Lovett. Here's the place we're playing.
Incredible.
Right? Where am I going with this? Very simple. That life of you can be a good songwriter, but you don't need to sing. You can be a good session player, but you don't need to tour because you don't play well live because you don't want to be there. You can be an amazing guitar player. You can be an amazing, talented keyboard player, cellist, you name it. Classical music is about somebody spending their entire life studying an instrument to play something new in a piece that's been performed for 200 years in some cases, right? Yo-Yo Ma isn't an accident. He's a gift from a faith.
Yeah.
Pick your faith.
Right.
But when you get to today, you want to be heard? Well, you got to be able to write. You got to be able to play. You got to be able to record. You got to be able to mix. Oh, wait, that's not the important part. The important part is you got to know how to use your social media. You need to get your likes. You need to get your fans. You need to get in front of people. You need to get discovered on YouTube or TikTok. By 7 seconds, we're going to demo this song. If it doesn't float, we're going to change it to another tune until we get something that floats. Then we're going to release a song based on the 7 seconds that floated. There's a complete culture that I, for one, as an individual, it isn't that I don't understand it. I do. I disagree with it wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Why? Because in the good old days, and when I say the good old days, after the Black Plague, okay?
1600s.
Yeah, thank you. 1600s.
1600.
For everybody, that's 1600s. You had families that believed in art. And the way they showcased how successful they were was by showcasing how many artists they developed. People made a living through art, music, painting, sculpture, performance, writing. And for generation after generation, that grew into a business where people were able to say, we know it's art, but we can commoditize it. Because no longer is it showing that my family's better, the Medici family is the top, right? But it's showcasing, I know I can put my kids through college because I'm going to help you with the resources that I have because you have one thing you do better than anybody I know. Now, we have an industry that's arguing about 0.24 of a percentage point with Congress, the Library of Congress. We want to change it from 15.1 to 15.35 so that your streaming goes up. Well, I'm sorry, but 0.25, it's millions of dollars in the business, right? It is. If you're one of the top streamers. It's nothing if you're on the bottom or the middle.
So when, not everybody's going to remember this, but you should look the story up. When TLC
Yeah.
took their producer hostage
Yeah.
because they realized that the label was making hundreds of millions of dollars and they were getting like $72,000 a year.
Yeah.
I thought that was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's ridiculous anymore.
No.
The money is it's not going to the people that create the art.
Mostly not.
It's the people who create the art are getting these 360 contracts that you've been talking
Yeah,
about,
which
and
are marvelous.
they're getting screwed.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, because remember, at the end of the day, commerce, specifically in the music industry, is a commerce of dreams.
Mm.
Okay? Here's what's changed. My opinion only. The people who were running the business mostly loved music,
Mhm.
and they dreamed of finding the next big artist. Who's going to be the next Lena Horne, the next Aretha Franklin, the next Elvis? Who's going to be the Rolling Stones? Well, it's the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Somebody went, blows my mind. I got to talk to you. I'm going to convince people who think that Perry Como's the shite, and we're going to go with the Stones. 60 years later, they're dead and the Stones are still going, but that's besides the point. Well, I guess where I'm trying to head with this, the business has always been, in a way, unfair because it trades on dreams. Everybody who's in the music business as an artist, I'm not going to say everybody, that's wrong, 99.97, right? They're there because they have dreams.
Right.
They are aspirational. They're driven. They have no other idea. And they have day jobs the way actors have day jobs, the way dancers have day jobs, the way painters have day jobs. And in musicians' cases, specifically classical or jazz musicians, they teach lessons so they can play a gig once every now and then.
Mhm.
Okay? But the industry changed. It's no longer independently owned. It's no longer that president, that A&R person, that family. It's now a conglomerate
Mhm.
that the CEO, don't hate me, but their job and their only job is to provide returns for the shareholders.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
So what are you going to do? We used to sell vinyl. Then we discovered we can sell tapes or 8-tracks that you can play in car.
Mhm.
By the way, you own the album, but now you can play it if you go. Well, you're going to own the same album on 2 different mediums.
Right.
Then the miracle of the CD, the compact disc, again, anybody who was born after 2003, look it up. I still buy them, by the way. I have to find them and then sometimes make my own because they don't even press them anymore.
Right.
But anyway, CDs came out. So now we have a third way for a buyer of music. So somebody bought Moving Pictures by Rush when it was released in the 70s on album. Then they bought the cassette in the 80s, and then they bought the CD in the 90s. And now you don't buy anything.
Right.
And now there's no money in it
Right.
because it's no longer a commodity. So what are the shareholders of BGH? What are the shareholders of Sony? What are the shareholders of Universal Music Group? What are they looking for? We gave you money. We bought your shares. We want a return. What has that changed? Well, we now have 3 major labels
Huh.
that own everything. And it used to be like a lot of little labels, but there was something called access. This might be meandering. I hope you're still with me. Remember 3 labels now. 3 labels now. Access was what got you into a recording studio. Access was what an A&R person or the consultant or the VP or somebody in that record label that may have had 5 employees went, man, you got to hear this guy. I just heard him playing. Man, you got to hear her. You got to hear this group. They listen. They come up. Hey, can we sign you? Blah, blah, blah. We'll help you out. Here's an advance. Not a lot. but enough for you to live by while we record this. You're going to pay me back if it works. When it doesn't work, no, I can't go after you. You don't have money. But you made a living for a little bit and you got a chance. You got a shot. We gave you access to a recording studio. We paid for the time till you get better, till you be recorded. And we have this entire machine about getting that recording on air in radio stations. And that engine meant that you had to be good enough, different enough, because there was only so many slots that got allowed to be played every day.
Right.
Today, every day, there's over 100,000 new songs released. Over 100,000 new songs.
100,000 new songs.
120,000
That is incredible.
worldwide.
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine that your song that you've been slaving over, and you're like, this is it. This is it. I know it. My fans know it. Whatever number of fans, whether it be 1 or 100 or 1,000, they know it. I know it. How the hell do you break through?
Yeah.
That's the problem with the music industry today. Because now you better be able to make it apparent that you can deliver the social goods. You can deliver not just the song, but the top line, not just the top line, but you can do the beat production, not just the beat production, but I can produce it, mix it, master it, send it, and nobody else has to touch it, because if they did, they would have to pay somebody else. We want you to do it on your dreams.
Uh-huh.
That's the harsh reality of the recording industry as I know it. So when you're talking about whether it be Rick Rubin
Uh-huh.
saying, don't quit your day job,
Right.
3 record companies. I actually work with one of them now and then. And I'm very grateful. And I hope they are too. Because back in the day, it makes money. Now it makes profit. You want to be a songwriter? I completely say be a songwriter. You want to work with a publishing house? Have them pay you a day rate. They're beginning to do it. Demand it. You're that good? Demand it. If you don't think you're that good, then write again and you will be. But demand the day rate. Demand points on the back end. Negotiate for what's fair for you. Yes, you will not be accepted by a good number of people. But if somebody doesn't believe in you enough to take that with you, they don't believe in you, period. They just see you as a way to make a paycheck.
That's right.
Sorry. All the bad news here.
Speaking truth. That's what we try to do here in the middle. This has been Gerard Estella speaking truth to both the power and those without the power. I am Jason Alberti. Please comment if you would like to on our video, and we hope to see you next time.
It's okay to flame us too, man. You know, if you don't have thick skin, don't be in the gig. But if you're going to put a comment down, expect a retort. Right?